this. Thank you so much, Bamidele, for joining us.
Former chairman, actually.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for the correction.
All right.
But clearly you understand the issues.
Yes,
and
yes.
we were just speaking to a guest from Ghana, and he clearly is showing that they are unhappy with this.
Yeah.
He makes a very important point about Nigeria not respecting the ECOWAS protocol.
I disagree on that.
Okay, maybe you can share your perspective on that.
To the extent that as a body, we really are not happy with what has happened in the manner in which government is trying to do. You know, when you're trying to solve a problem, you have to be careful not to create another problem. Because there are some Nigerians who have even received money for goods and now they can't ship. And they've spent the money and they have to be looking for a way of repatriating those dollars back. So, I mean, a lot of issues are coming out of this. So clearly, in my opinion, I think government could have done it in a better way.
Right.
Now, but about was not agreeing to protocol, what do you expect a country to do if another country that signed a treaty did not agree to what we signed? And the ECOWAS is not wading in to fix it. So we can't lie low and allow that to continue to happen. So in as much as we are not happy as an organization on how the government went about it, but sometimes you need to take some hard steps. Only that you also need to use discretion in doing it. So at the end of the day, in the use of solving a problem, you don't end up creating another one.
Well, clearly, everyone has to come to the table and compare notes and discuss and try to fix this. There's no way this is going to be fixed with one country just simply taking an action. There has to be some kind of
because I mean, he just said that they're having issues also, similar issue in Ghana. So it's not like it's peculiar to Nigeria. So I think ECOWAS is critical here to come in and ensuring that if you sign an agreement, because the concern of custom is, look, number one, you're getting revenue on what you're not supposed to get revenue on because it's in transit. Number two, some of them are not even supposed to be allowed, and you're allowing them.
Right.
And so why don't you do what you're supposed to do also? You understand? So I feel government should compensate exporters.
Right.
Especially, I'm particularly about exporters because of the impact it's having on the economy that are affected in this.
But potentially, how can they compensate the exporters in your view?
Okay, our government can compensate the exporters.
Yes,
I mean, if you have contract you're supposed to fulfill, there are evidence to show that the contract is supposed to fulfill, like the company that even receive advance payment and then now has to refund that kind of money. So if you have evidence to show these are transactions you're supposed to do, I mean, it might not be full, but remember those companies also have staff. They have staff. They have inventory.
Let's talk about the economic impact of this. So while we're trying to fix one problem, it does appear that we're creating a new one.
So there are a lot of Nigerians shipping from, I was in Kano late September. Right. We had a program in Kano, and a number of exporters that attended that event were complaining about the fact that they can't ship out. So their inventory is sitting down there. The loan is running in the bank. The staff cannot be paid because they can't meet their obligation. So it's affecting also, which is why I said, okay, on one hand, government needs to do what he needs to do to protect the economy. On the other hand, we should also not end up, we're trying to save the economy, right? We shouldn't end up, so that at the end of the day, we don't create more problems more than we are trying to solve. That's the balance I think the federal government has to do. And I think what the guy suggested makes sense. Right. Can you open the door a little? Let some of these, like the Chambers program, the International Trade Fair, a lot of people in West Africa cannot come. Can you just open, I don't know why custom cannot, I mean, they probably know better, but as far as we are concerned, we don't think it will be too bad for you to maybe monitor what is coming in. Because the question people were asking is, okay, now you're policing the border. Now you're able to have some gains. But you're supposed to have your people there before. But I've heard also customers are saying, look, they have issue with manpower. So I think there are clear issues that the government must address. And the issue of, if it's manpower issue, can we do? Because we can't close the border permission. Okay, we're sent to January. What happened after January? I am happy that this happened before AFCFTA commenced because we expect training to start July, August next year. Right. Now, when that happened, if this has happened at that time, that would be a challenge. But the beauty of AFCFTA also is that it has dispute resolution mechanism. Maybe we'll have able to explore that. But I'm not sure we have that in ECOWAS under ETLS. I'm not sure we have that. Maybe government will have also explored it. But I feel ECOWAS really should now act like the referee in this matter, and so that nobody, because if they have acted, I'm not sure Nigeria will have taken a unilateral decision, and this is not good for the region really. If everybody is doing the same thing we are doing, I mean that means, like you said, it's going to be like economic war against each other.
What's the whole point of ECOWAS?
Exactly. So ECOWAS should do what it needs to do.
Clearly, sovereign nations will do their best to protect the country.
Exactly.
And the economy is a big part of that, no doubt. But the consequences of this is what I really would like to hear your perspective on. They've extended to January.
Yeah.
And what the reports we are getting from the authorities is that they haven't achieved their goals. So
I'm of the opinion that, sincerely, they should, if now that they've done it, the deed has been done. receding and then going back again does not make sense. So what is the goal you want to achieve? What are the timeline? Can you let us know so that people can plan?
But since they are talking to the authorities in Ghana and elsewhere, and
it's not Ghana really that is the issue.
Benin really is the issue. I agree.
And it's like
but they are talking to those authorities, and the sense I'm getting is that they want them to take actions at the airports.
And
they need to get assurances. And their land borders.
Well. Yes. Right. Yeah, exactly. Government need to get assurances, but they're not willing to do that. So I don't want us to crucify the government entirely. In as much as we don't like what they did, and it's affecting us, but we should also look at the impact, because sincerely, a lot of things are coming to Nigeria. Have you checked the data? Do you know Benin is 11, 12 million people? Sixth largest import of rice. I mean, do you understand? So
it really is an economy that is
coming in here, exactly. So it's affecting us. It's affecting us. I understand people producing poultry and a lot of things. There are gains on it. I'm just concerned about that. Where you are trying to have a gain, don't also kill other people for the others. So there must be a balance. Now, but also we should realize the fact that, okay, there's border closure, but it's not, because some people also paint the picture like, okay, Ghana and China called this border for 40 years, they're able to do something. We are not closing our border entirely. We should also put it in perspective. About 11-12% of trade of Nigerian export go to Africa and West Africa. We are still going, good as still going now by air, it's still going now by sea. So it's not like we've closed completely. So I feel also people that are looking at West African border, there are shipping liners that claim they can do the shipment within West Africa in a short time instead of going to Europe. So I think we should begin to explore those shipping lines, because you won't close shore because government are taking a decision and they are not receding on it. I think we should be looking at other ways out. So companies should begin to look for shipping lines that can ship good by sea to those countries instead of going by road. So that at the end of the day, I mean, you don't close shore because of this issue. At least those that can use the sea. Of course, some in the north that might not be able to do the same thing.
But here's the thing, and I'm sure you realize this. The seaports in Nigeria are not the most efficient as well. So
on the export side, it's not so bad right now. It's not the best, but it's a lot better than before. But what do you think of it? They close by 3 weeks. You can't ship at all. Even if you have a 1 week delay, at least you're able to ship the goods out. I'm looking at what palliative measure can a business take to still be in business, rather than not closing shop completely and not be able to do anything. And you have to pay bill, you have to pay the interest, you have to pay the loans.
Okay, Bamdele, we really have to end it here. But thank you so much for your passion and, of course, for your insight into this.